It's time to harvest potatoes. Potatoes are another plant that is easy to know when it's time to harvest because they start looking like crap. A month ago, these were in bloom, a little over a month ago, I guess. Thick, lush, beautiful, and now they just look sad. And again, that takes the guesswork out of it. When they start looking this bad, they're ready to harvest. And all you gotta do is dig down and start finding your taters. Now, I do like to, when I start seeing them look this bad, I stop watering because I don't want a lot of dirt sticking to the potatoes. If you have a really dense soil, you might want to get a fork and pop these out of the ground. I was hoping I could do this with my bare hands, but it feels a bit problematic. There we go. And again, this whole bed was a mix of reds and whites and Yukon Golds. I think we planted Granex and red Lesotho and Yukon Gold. Just gonna come in here and pull this up. Nope, I was afraid of that. I pulled this off the tater, which means the potatoes are still down there. So I'm gonna have to go get a fork so we can dig down here and find these guys. There they are, there we go. It's like an Easter egg hunt, but for potatoes. They're in there. Now, if I miss one, what's going to happen is it'll probably start sending up another plant. But there we go. There you go. See, it runs the range. Teeny tiny ones, bigger ones, and repeat. Yeah, I like using my hands. This is all loose, fluffy soil that's never been walked on. When you use a fork, a pitchfork or something like that, you run the risk of puncturing, and any potato that you puncture like that, you want to eat it right away because you're not going to be able to store that potato. When I do it this way, the odds of doing that are slim to none. So, I got a bit of work to do. Now here's one I just pulled out of the ground, and this is a great example. This little piece right here, that's the one that I cut with the eye on it and planted, and you can see how it's got a clean cut right there? I took that one potato and made 4 or 5 different little seed potatoes out of it, and it grew right up out of the eye, and then it set all the other potatoes beside it and below it. So that's what's great about potatoes. You take one potato, you get a couple of eyes on it, you cut all those up, and one potato turns into 4 or 5 plants, which gives you hopefully 4 or 5 or more potatoes per plant. So you can see why this has been a staple food crop for people for centuries, because you get a lot of nutritious bang for your buck. So, not a great harvest, but still pretty good. Last year I had no harvest, so this is fantastic compared to last year. Last year the potato bugs came in and just decimated everything while I was off for a couple of days on vacation, and when I got back, well, it was game over. I got nothing last year, but this year, look at that. Nice. It'd be like going to the grocery store and buying 2 10-pound bags of potatoes right there. Now, just like with onions, you want to let your potatoes cure for a couple of weeks. You want to set them in a cool, dry, shady spot for 1 to 2 weeks, and that will allow you to store them for much longer. Of course, you can start eating these right away if you want to, but that's it. I did learn something while harvesting all these. This soil is in dire need of some amendments. It's very loose and very sandy. It's almost like potting soil, and out of all that digging with my bare hands, I did not see a single earthworm, which tells me that I'm very short on some nutrients in this soil. That could explain why I didn't have that great of a harvest. It could have been better with healthier soil. So all this is going to the compost bin. I will be doing some amendments to this, probably a lot of cow manure and a little bit of compost to up the nutrient load of this soil. But now that these are all cleared out, I can come in and plant another crop. So there you go, harvested potatoes. As always, thanks for watching the Shades of Green Show.